Okay. All right. All right. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Look at how great I look. Look at how great I look. Here's the light. What do you think? I used to have amazing hair. I used to have my forehead. I don't want to talk about my hair. We're not talking about my hair. Hello, everybody. Hello, Gnome Hunter Joe Darklands. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to the night stream. Lucy doesn't like that name. Maybe we'll change it. I don't know. I like the idea of a night stream because being at night is an amazing. Whoops, is an amazing thing. There's the plug for this. Let's plug this back in. I don't know who has problems peeing at night. I do. I do. I don't have during the daytime, but I wake up every 2 hours to pee. I don't even know if I need to pee. I just think I better pee because if I don't pee, I'm going to wake up needing to pee. And I'm not going to be able to go to sleep because I have to pee. We're not discussing the peeing thing. This is one of the things. This is what happens when you get to be an old man. I don't even know if old women have the same problem, but men have the problem. We pee in our pants. I saw a very famous person who was peed in his pants. Alec Baldwin. I've seen the pictures. Have you seen the pictures of Alec Baldwin? Alec Baldwin, anyway. Not Alec Baldwin. Liam Neeson. Sorry, my apologies to Alec Baldwin. It's not Alec Baldwin. It's not. For F's sake, I'm not watching tonight, Lewis. But you've gone and done it. All right, well, what else have we got to do? This is what we're doing. We're doing something. We're like going to the pub. This is like the pub for us. I assume it's like, is it like the pub? I'm not sure if it's like the pub. Thank you very much for coming, even if you're here for a second. The numbers then go up. That's all that matters. I was wearing a hat before. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna wear a hat before. I'm wearing one sock. Here's a thing that Lewis Schaffer does. If you were married to me, you would know that I buy 5 pairs of socks at a time from Primark, and then I put I sew in. I don't know whether you probably can't see this thing. Yeah, you probably can't see it. No, you can't see it. But it's a green little dot on. This is what it looks like on the outside. On the inside, it's a green dot to let people know that the 5 pairs go together. And I've lost maybe 3 of the 5. I mean, they're just black socks. What does it matter anyway? Okay, what does it matter anyway? So. What was I saying? This is the 34th show of the 161st day. 161st day. 30. I think it's the 34th show. I'm not sure if it's the 34th show. But it's been a bad day Claire is not here, so she's not going to care. But it's been a bad day for me eating carbs. I had another piece of bread. I mean, it is. I mean, it's still less than what I was eating before, and my calorie count is low. How about a pot? I might have a pot. I might have 2 pots by my bed. So I don't have to go to the bathroom and turn the lights on in the bathroom. So I don't have to do that. That's right. You need a pot to piss in, Alex. That's Keith Bexley, which I'm not embarrassed about it. This is what happens when you get old. Luckily, I mean, maybe I've got something major with me. Maybe I've got prostate disease, which they call prostate cancer, which I'm not quite sure is cancer. I don't know. What have you heard? Have you heard that it's cancer? I'm not even sure that it's cancer. But I'm doing what I have to do to go to sleep at night. I've been sleeping a bit better. I've been sleeping a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. I'm actually trying to go to sleep. I imagine. I'm not going to say what I imagine. It's not quite dirty. It's not even maybe slightly pervy. Maybe not even pervy. High testosterone can increase prostate cancer risk. I don't know about that. But remember, what this is Alex saying. What I say, okay, is that I don't know if that's true. And remember, association is not cause. I call it correlation, association, increased risk, linked to, you know. Will you be sleeping during the stream? No, because I've decided, number one, I'm not, because I mean I'm gaining stronger, Jedster. Every single show I'm getting stronger, which is I'm not falling asleep like I used to fall asleep. Do you remember that? You probably don't even remember that I would fall asleep all the time because I don't know what I was thinking. And remember, it's me just talking to you. It's basically us having a Twitter exchange. A Twitter exchange. That's what this is, which is interesting. But, you know, sometimes I'm thinking, well, I've got to do something. I've got other things I've got to do. And this is the second show. So this is 2 hours. Thank you guys for coming in. That's the most important thing. Thank you all for coming in to the Lewis Schaffer night stream. The Lewis Schaffer night stream. I don't know. Is that enough light? You think? I'm using the Logitech camera, which was found in the street. Sadly. Not sadly, it was good. It was found in the street, which I'm glad that it was found, and I bought it from the person who found it in the street, and then she's not here. All right, there we go. Can we not talk about cancer all the time? Talk about other things. Well, this is the thing that I'm accused of talking. This is what Judel says. I've got like 5 subjects that I talk about. I'll have to find out where she wrote that down. But I got 5 subjects. And yeah, because those are the main subjects. Mass immigration changes in this country, carb diets, cancer. What are the other things that I talk about? I find them interesting, and I think they're not discussed properly. So maybe if they were discussed properly, I wouldn't need to discuss it at all. So we don't have to talk about cancer. I mean, I think about cancer all the time. If I have a piece of bread, I'm going to test my uric acid levels. If I have a piece of bread, I think to myself, I'm going to get cancer. Hold on a second. What's going on there? It's important to me, but we don't have to discuss that because I've got other things that I have in my mind, which is meat, which is 90% cut in meat. Okay, maybe that's one of those discussions. Is that supposedly somebody at Oxford, and Oxford's a big school. It's like similar to the sleazebags who were at Harvard University, and that guy just quit all of his posts. Larry Sumner. I think it's Sumner. Is it Summer? Larry Sumner. And he was the president of Harvard University. And who knows what he did with Jeffrey Epstein. But Jeffrey Epstein was an amazing manipulator. He was a real life Moriarty. Anybody know about Moriarty? And that was. Yeah. Way to go living in fear of food. Yes. I live in fear of my addiction to food. If left to my own devices, I wouldn't have any devices. I would just keep constantly eating. So I am Gnome Hunter in fear of food. And yeah, Keith agrees with you. I agree with you too. 396. Can you see what that means? Does anybody understand what that means? That's uric acid. That's 396 uric acid. And let's see what my blood sugar level is. I just had a piece of bread. So what will it be? We don't know what it'll be. It's not going to be good. Yeah, both your parents died of cancer. So let's talk about something positive. Well, let's talk about how they've lied to you by telling you that it's a genetic thing And as a genetic thing, hold on a second. This is our this is we're testing this. Yeah, so both your parents died. That doesn't mean you have to die. My father died of obesity. I do not want to die of obesity. That's why I discuss it. My mother was fat and died too, probably of 5.7, 5.7, which is not good, but considering I've eaten a high carb diet today, 5.7. So today I woke up and I was what was I today? I don't know what I was today. I was something in my year. I was 4.4, which is quite low, which is good. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with that. So we can move on. That's the thing. Let's say your parents died of cancer. My father had a cerebral hemorrhage. You're going to die one way or the other. But the point is that people died. Why did they die? They were murdered by a high carb diet, by bad lifestyle, by a high carb diet. Who knows? Lucy's there. You're making yourself stressed, worrying about your health too much, which is bad for your health. Yes, you're right. There we go, Lucy. Good to see you, Lucy. Yes, it is really bad. I shouldn't worry about it. I shouldn't worry about it. I mean, but I'd like to be relaxed. But and I'm actually more relaxed over the food because I'm in the 77s now. But you are right about that, Lucy. Maybe, Lucy, how would you make someone less relaxed? I mean, more relaxed. More relaxed. How do you make someone more relaxed? You can't just say calm down. What do they do? What do they do? The people they always say calm down, Lewis, calm down, whatever they say, and it never works. It's like, do you remember in the movie? What was the movie? Airplane or something, where they're smacking the guy in the face. Calm down, calm down, calm. Was that the movie, or it could have been the producers? I think it's a violent cycle, says Gnome Hunter. It won't end. Um, no, it won't. I agree with you. It's very unattractive. Would you say it's attractive? I would say it's very unattractive to be me. But I think once you understand it, you can say, "Hey, Lewis, calm down." Basically, do you hear that beeping sound? That's my mouse. I mean, really, I'm trying to let it all hang out. What's that song? Let it all hang out. What is the song like that is? In the history of telling people to calm down, it has never ever worked to calm that person down. Yeah, it never works. Calm down. Um, yeah. So what do you say to get someone to calm down? You just got to say, "Look over there. That's a great pair of shoes you have on. You got a lovely smile." Maybe that's what you need to say. Not in a fun way, but will be good if people are properly brought to justice. Yeah, well, what justice do you have? Do you have a courthouse, Keith Bexley, to bring people to justice? To bring what's his name? What's the guy's name? Anthony Fauci to justice. That guy. Bring him to justice. Am I right? Why am I thinking about him? Because I saw a tweet that someone made about him. Basically, hit the thumbs, people. Make Lewis happy. Sell there. Thank you very much. What makes me happy? You saying that makes me happy. Makes me happy when you say that. When you say hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I mean, everybody is writing here. Jonathan King. What about Jonathan King? I mean, he was a bad man supposedly. Um, Lucy, what about Jonathan King? No parking by the sewer sign. Hot dog. My razor's broke. Water's dripping out the spotlight, but I don't care. Let it all hang out. That's the song. That is the song, Mark DeRosian. But who sings that song? Who sings that song? Let it all hang out. gonna have to. I'm putting a new wire. Moving the wire to the other side. I'm moving to the wire to the other side. See if I've got. If I've got. I don't know what I've got here. Whether I can move it to the other side. Let it all hang out. What is that? What is that? I've got. This is an old computer, so it's got lots of different things. I'm gonna have to plug it back in. Is it making any noise? Is it making that beeping sound? Um, can you hear that? The Hombres. That's exactly right. The Hombres. That is such a great song. I'd like to. Let me find the lyrics for that. Let me see if I can do what I couldn't do before. This might work. Let it all hang out. Lyrics by the Hombres. No parking by the sewer sign. Hot dog. That's right. Hanging from a pine tree by my knees. Sun is shining through the shade. Nobody knows what it's all about. It's too much, man. Let it all hang out. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Thank you. What year was that made? I see it here. 1967. Great song. Great song. I first heard that song when I was young, a little bit. A little bit. I think I heard it when I was young. And then just recently, like within a year or so ago, I heard it. I think they used it in a beer advert years ago. Could have been. Okay, let's check that out. Mark Therosian. I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice. Advert. Advertisement. Let it all hang out. Foster's Lager. Exactly. That's maybe where I heard it, but I didn't hear it as a kid. It came. Let's see what it says. Girl, go girl. Cover versions. Jonathan King. That's right. That's why you mentioned Jonathan King, Lucy. But you didn't say what it was about, but I appreciate it. John Cougar Mellencamp recorded it. David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth. What about in Foster's Lager? So it was a big famous thing. 2006. There you go. There you go. It was number 12 on the American Billboard. And Jonathan King was 26 and 28 in the Dutch top 26. Very interesting. Okay, very, very, very interesting. Foster's advert. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. Yes, Lucy. Do you remember it? Does Lucy remember it? She seems young. Okay. I was wrong. I apologize. Jackie Wilson said, let it all hang out throughout the song. Yeah, Jack, that's a different song. Yep, Mark. That's where I first heard the song. Did I hear that? It was number 12 in 1967. How old was Lewis Schaffer in 1967? How old? That's right. Exactly right. I was 10 years old in 1967. Did they still make Foster's twist? Well, when they get their sales numbers and the numbers are down, then the Foster's people twist. I don't know, 10. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. I should wait before I make you respond because I know Lucy. She's a game player. I don't know if she's a game player. That sounds negative. She's very competitive. I mean that in a nice way. Is that an insult? Do I mean that as an insult? I don't mean it as an insult. I think you're very competitive, which is good. Should women be competitive with boys? I personally don't mind. I like it. I like it. How do I? I'm not quite sure anymore what I like. I don't have an opinion. I do have an opinion. We love games. Women love games. Men loves games. You mean she's game? I don't know. Are you game? Did you do the connections puzzle I sent you? No, I didn't do the connections puzzle because it seemed like work to me. It seemed like it was one of those. I mean, you've got to be a certain level of intelligence to do it. Do you win prizes, Lucy, for doing these things? Some things happen to me. I can't do the. Why do you, who else likes these connections puzzles? Does anybody know about these things? And why do you like it so much, Lucy? Why is it important to you? Is it to take your mind off of me? That was a joke? That was a joke. No prizes. There's no prizes. So it's like, if there are no prizes, what's the point? You can't win any money from it. I used to do the New York Times crossword puzzle, as I've said to Lucy, but uh, I'm not as smart as I used to be. I mean, this is, it's a bit tragic, really. Well, people might just have hobbies. Yes, that's very good. It is very good to have a hobby. Very, very good to have a hobby. Um, People enjoy puzzles, Lewis, and it's good for your brain. Can it make you smarter? These things. I don't think doing that stuff can make you smarter. I think it can make you seem smarter because you know words. People who know more words. But does that mean that they're smarter than people who don't know words? You're also participating, and I guess, is so. This is not Joodles. Remember, I had stopped reading the newspaper when it was taken over. It was taken over by the New York Times. Also, I'm a bit angry at the New York Times for letting me down. It was like a girlfriend who you find out cheated on you, who like lied to you. That's the New York Times. It was such a beautiful. I loved the New York Times. It was so much news. It was so much stuff. I remember wherever I was, I would read it. I read it in this country for the first 10 years. I used to go every single day and buy the New York Times. And then my son number one, the producer, he used to read the New York Times. I guess we went out together and he wanted to be like not even be like his father, he just saw his father. Ruben says, that's how I feel about the BBC. Yeah, well, you feel like, oh my God, we've been told the BBC is the best thing about this country. All the Americans are going, oh, the New York Times. I'm sorry, the BBC and the New York Times. Oh my God, you're so lucky to have the New York Times. We've got the BBC. So yeah. What's the connection between cask, mask, fall, and pit? A cask, a mask, a fall, yeah. This is the thing. I could never know this. So let me. What is the connection between a mask, a fall? They're all cask, pit, fall. Masks is the face mask. Pit, cask is a thing that holds wine. A pit. They're storage units for wine. That's my guess. Storage units for wine. Is it? How wrong am I? And I'm going to be wrong. That was a quick guess. That was a quick guess. That was a quick guess. I'm going to look over here. Okay. Um. All right. What's the answer? Let's see what the answer is. I'll give you a clue. It's a literary connection. Cask, literary, pit and the pendulum. I mean, it's just making me think. You don't want to know this. You want to love. You don't want me to be. You don't want me to be come across as an idiot, Lucy. Do you want me to be that way? Okay. Anybody here want to give an answer? People enjoy. Anybody want to? This is not just from me. What's the connection? Anybody come in with an answer? I have to give a presentation on Friday, and the other two geezers I'm meant to be working with don't seem to give an F. A presentation. Are you working? You're meant to be working with. Oh, so it's just going to be you carrying the entire thing. Well, maybe be happy about it. Maybe be happy and just, smile and be thin. Whatever, I guess. I don't know what you need to do. It's a literary connection between fall, mask, cask, and pit. They're horror stories. Could they be horror stories? How about that for an answer? Horror stories by Edgar Allan Poe. That's my answer. Horror stories or stories by Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, there's a delay, so we'll wait till the answer comes in. I need a bit more light here. I should go get the a bit more light. Edgar Allan Poe. That's what I just said. Okay. Edgar Allan Poe. So they're not all four things. I said so I was right about Edgar Allan Poe. What's the discussion tonight and everyone? Yes. Well done, Darklands. Edgar Allan Poe. Well, okay. I said I didn't see your name there because I didn't have the live chat on there. Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, but what about Cask and Mask? Are those Edgar Allan Poe stories? The only author I've ever read is Roger Hargreaves. Isn't he the comic strip guy? It's one of the categories of today's connections puzzle in the New York Times. So all those things are not connected. Are they connected or are they not connected? Yes, Lewis. But Darklands posted it 5 minutes beforehand. But you're going to have to believe me. You're going to have to believe me. I didn't see it, but she's smarter than I am. Okay. The cask of... So that's an Edgar Allan Poe story. Is that what you're saying? It's an Edgar Allan Poe story. Okay, so there you go. That's two of them. So two of them are Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, we're moving on. The Fall of the House of Usher. Is that also an Edgar Allan Poe? Or that I'm checking this out as we're going along. As we're going along. Edgar Allan Poe, he wrote all that stuff. That is amazing. So I got it correctly then. Mask of the Red Okay, there you go. They're all Poe. So I got it correctly. That's quite amazing. Thank you very much. Twilight Zone. I love that. I'm not sure. Was that in the Mask of the Red Death? Wasn't it also a Vincent Price film, The Mask of the Red Death, maybe? I don't know. It's an old film. It probably is an old film because those stories are old stories. I know nothing about Edgar Allan Poe. I think he came from Baltimore, which is a weird place. It's seen better days, Baltimore. It's seen better days. I love old buildings. I love old buildings. Very, very interesting.
Tell it a bit. I'm half naked.
Okay. So what's the next step then? Now you're getting me. You're getting me in. Okay. The Mask of the Red Death. Let's Google this a bit. We're going to Google this a bit. Was also a short story by Edgar Allan Poe. (1964) film. Prince Who Terrorizes, a play. 1942. As if there wasn't that much bad stuff. It was with Vincent Price. A prince. Okay, 1964. Was there anything earlier than that? They never made a movie of that earlier. That's quite amazing. I think it was made in France. I never heard it. Jane Asher was in that. Beautiful Jane Asher. Who was Jane Asher? Anybody? Here's a prize for whoever knows who Jane Asher is. Yeah, there's a Vincent Price film, The Mask of the Red Death. So that's what we've learned. We've learned that about connections. About connections. I mean, not that I haven't wasted my life playing games like this. I have, of course I have, but I don't want to. There's not enough time in the day. I've got to spend a lot of time taking naps and resting and thinking about what I'm going to do. Didn't she bake cakes? Possibly. That's not the answer that I wanted. Wow, I impressed myself. That was 40 years ago when I watched it. Says MJ Tiger Fan. Good to see you. Good to see you. Remembered after all that time. That is amazing. Lucy Van Pelt says Paul McCartney's girlfriend. That's right. Jane Asher was Paul McCartney. Somebody's heart was broken, though she married eventually. He broke up with her, and she got married, and they had a kid, Mr. Asher's daughter, and he was quite famous. Wasn't he famous? The brother was Peter and Gordon. Gordon Asher or Peter Asher? Let's find out who Jane Asher's brother is. Richard. Now, father was a consultant in blood and mental diseases at the Central Middlesex Hospital. Notable, the father was a famous doctor, whatever. And the brother was Peter Asher of Peter and Gordon. And the Beatles gave him all those songs. And she had 3 children. Who did she marry? She married a guy named Gerald Scarfe, who she married in 1981. And then she had 3 kids. That's a good, whatever it is. It's a nice story. Paul McCartney, says Lucy. She wins. She's always winning. You're always winning. You're winning. Vincent Price was taller than Katie Price and heavier than Alan Price. I learned this on a price comparison site. Russ, that's a funny joke. That Vincent Price was taller than Katie Price and heavier than Alan Price. Who is Alan Price? Isn't Alan Price the musician? Alan Price was the musician. Alan Price. Why do I have to look up everything? Why am I even looking up everything? I'm a bit tired. Let's see. Why am I looking up everything? Who is Alan Price? Alan Price is an English musician, keyboardist for the Animals. He was in the Animals. The Animals. He's still alive. 83 degrees. 83 years old. And then what else did he do? Not that good looking, not horrible, but not that great looking. He left the band in 1965, the Alan Price set, singles, including Simon Smith, The Amazing Dan, The House That Jack Built. I don't know these songs. Maybe I don't. He composed Oh, Lucky Man. Isn't that the song? Oh, Lucky Man. Well, the film was called by Lindsay Anderson, 1973. 1973. He was born in Fatfield, Washington. I've been to Washington. It was the largest town in Britain without a railroad station. It needs a railway station. And he was a big star, and then they left. I guess he had a fight with the guy. And he had to sing. I put a spell on you, reach number 9. I put a spell on you. One reached number 11. And there you go. I mean, I'm following the music from the 60s. I've been watching Jimi Hendrix stuff. Still being alive at 83 degrees. Must be really uncomfortable, says Lucy, who's taking over Russ's 1974's job. But that's funny. Yeah, he's 83, not 83 degrees. Okay, did I say that wrong? I think I said that wrong. There was a house in New Orleans. Yes. That I mean, I think that's an old. Isn't that an old song? I think it's an old blues song. Tiger Fang. So that's another one of those great songs. Alan Price, amazing Simon Smith. Still have it on vinyl. Simon Smith. Should I play the song a little bit? I'm afraid to. I don't want to get yelled at. Arthur Brown has a really nice rendition of I Put a Spell on You. Is he the guy who set his like hat on fire? Remember those days? Keep it safe. Do you think it's worth a lot? I Put a Spell on You. I mean, I watch these programs and I see all the records. And I think of all the records that I had. I just gave them away. Oh, and I feel better now. I feel better now, giving it all away. That gave all those records away. I mean, the young kid, no Hunter wouldn't understand this because he's too young, but the rest of us might. Why don't you explain to us how the game works? So we guessed one thing there, what they all have in common. I don't like the idea that there's like people at home writing these things up for the New York Times. I don't know why I'm against it because it's a good way probably for them to make money where they would send it in. Now they don't even have to mail it in. They could just email it to them. They don't even have to email it. They could use WhatsApp basically to send in. What is the similarity between these four things? I'm gonna go get another light because I think I need more light. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go. I think I've lost all the color that I had in my face. I know you guys are thinking he's like practically black, but I've lost a lot of the color. I've lost a lot of color. I'm gonna go in the other room. You're on your best behavior, people. No fighting amongst yourselves. Okay? Oh, Kermit has a joke. He invented the show The Price is Rights. The Price is Rights because they were fighting over the thing. Yeah. Kermit. That's a good joke. And I believe that that's probably an original joke, which is good. I never knew she was married to Gerald Scarfe. Who is Gerald Scarfe? Now I got to look up who Gerald Scarfe is. Would you like me to look it up? Gerald Scarfe. An English satirical cartoonist, an illustrator. He was an illustrator. He's 89 years old. 89 years old. How old? How old do you think? Um, what's his name is? Um, Asher. What's her name? Jane Asher. Jane Asher. Age 74. How old? How old was Jane Asher? 79 years old. 70. He's 12 years older than I am. I don't know. Does that mean something? Where am I? What am I doing there? How are you? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let's wave hello. Let's wave hello, everybody. Go like and subscribe. 13 have liked. That's a good number, but let's go all the way. Let's go there. I'm going in the other room. Did I say that? Yes, I'm going in the other room and I will be right back. And I know better now. I know better now. Giving it all away. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Is that a bit brighter? Does that look better? Does that look better there? He was very creative, says Scarfe. Okay. We're moving on from there. We're moving on. We're moving on to say this. I saw him live exactly a year ago at 83. He was such a legend. Unfortunately, the venue didn't allow him to alight his hat. I can imagine. I wouldn't allow it now. It looked horrible. Was he wearing a hat? Was he wearing a hat? Who are we talking about? Brown, Arthur Brown. Not Count Arthur Brown. It was another one. I was digging through my old stuff the other day and found an old vinyl record. Are there any new vinyl records? I guess there are. They're making them again. They've been the busiest year. They make more vinyl records than they make CD records now. I played it, but I was making a weird buzzing sound. And then I realized I was playing the B side because it was making a buzzing sound. That's a joke. It's a good joke. Buddy Holly stuff too would be worth a lot. Yes, old stuff tends to be worth a lot. Who are you laughing at, Lucy? She's like laughing in the sky. Over to Studio One. Yeah, I went over to Studio One to pick up the light. No, that's Studio Two. That's Studio Two. This is Studio One. We're in the kitchen. We're in the Studio One. Lewis, just how to annoy you. Just to annoy you. This is what Joe is saying. I am saying goodbye as I must look fab for my birthday tomorrow. So easy to look fab. Well, you look fab for your birthday. Happy birthday. You want me to sing happy birthday to you? Would that be appropriate? Tell me if I should sing happy birthday, and I will. You don't pronounce the E at the end of scarf, Lewis. Okay. So his name is Scarf, Gerald Scarf. Is he Jewish? Let's find out if he's Jewish. So Lucy can can see if somebody's Jewish. Or I can see it. I don't care. I mean, Gerald, Geraldscar. Gerald Scarf. Accused of anti-Semitism in his recent cartoons. Oh, that's tragic. Is the Sunday Times cartoon anti-Semitic? Well, there you go. And he's married to a Jewish woman. Maybe he's like fed up with her, so he turned It's like my wife, my first wife. She wasn't anti-Semitic in the beginning, and then she became horrible. I don't want to read about that. I shouldn't have even looked. That's one of those things I'm obsessed with, being Jewish and carbs and cancer and this country. I'm obsessed with it. Happy birthday. Did you want me to sing you happy birthday, Joe? Did she want me to sing her happy birthday? What is the answer to that question? I think she just signed out. So should I sing happy birthday even though she's not here? Happy birthday. I'll try to sing with a good voice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. My cousin has the Elvis Epic vinyl records. My mother gave her them when she became a fan. Do they sell record players anymore? They do. You know what they don't sell is tape recorders. The average tape recorder today is worse than it was 60 years ago. They're just really poor quality. There's only one company in the entire world that's making tape recorders. And it's not good. I watched that guy, Techmoan. Yes, Techmoan. Techmoan. Have you seen that guy Techmoan? Marilyn's voice has got deeper over the. Is that what it's? Oh, because it's because of Happy Birthday. When she sang Happy Birthday to JFK, and meanwhile was she having sex with JFK? I think she was having sex with JFK. I preferred that, but did you know that that the tape recorders are not as good as they used to be? Lewis, can you sing Happy Birthday to Joe in a Strangler style? I mean the band and not the violin. Many men da 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 na na na. Better to leap than to do. Da 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 na na na. I don't know. I don't think I could. I can't sing like those guys, or like you, Cromwell, or like they got a new singer in the band and they keep on going, and they sold out the Albert Hall, which I went to go see recently because of my friend Joel, my good friend Joel. I recently bought a VHS player, says Tiger Fang, because I hadn't seen one in years and still have old movies. Yeah, you got to. You got to. So this guy Tech Mode, he buys old stuff. And he like takes apart old, Sony Walkmans. And the rubber bands that spin the thing are all degraded over time. And he's got to figure out how to put a new rubber band in. You can actually buy rubber bands. JFK was humping her for years, Ruben says, along with his dad and brother. Well, I mean, what do you do? A president asks you to do it. Would you do it? Would you do it? JFK was the best looking. I don't know if he was the best looking one. He was a really weak child. And then they invented steroids, and he was like high on steroids. Did you know that about him? This is like Lewis Schaffer bits of information. I'm going to have to check that out. Do you mind if I check that out? Was JFK high on? There we go. What am I doing there? Oh, there we go. Was JFK high on steroids? And the answer was not, quote, high on steroids in a recreational performance enhancing sense, but he did take corticosteroids and testosterone as part of a complex daily regime of up to a dozen medications to manage a severe secret combination of health problems, including Addison's disease and chronic back pain. Yeah, he probably was on a vegetarian diet. Addison's disease. Let's check what Addison's disease was. Did you know this, or am I educating you? Addison's disease is a rare disorder where the adrenal glands don't produce enough essential hormones like cortisol or aldosterone. Its symptoms include extreme fatigue, muscle weakness, unintentional weight loss, and darkened skin, but it's often manageable with hormone replacement. Autoimmunity. I don't believe in something. I don't believe in autoimmunity. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in them. We're not talking about that. No. So there we go. Is that true? Is what true? Lewinsky did it. She did it. It's the president. Of course, you're going to throw the president a bone. And his dad was doing it. His dad was a famous, supposedly a bootlegger, and his dad was the ambassador to England, to the court of St. James. The dad was. How did the dad get appointed to that? And he was like an Irishman too, and he got appointed. It was just to maybe mess up the English. That wasn't nice of them. Steve the Pirate is back. Hello, Steve the Pirate. It's Steve the Pirate. I uploaded a video to YouTube, and when I played it back, I could hear two people discussing it. Is that true? Is that some kind of, what does that mean? That it got duplicated onto the video? That's hard to believe, but I don't know. How do you think that happened? His dad was a gangster running rum during the Prohibition. Ruben, this is what we've heard. We've heard this. What, could it be YouTube workers who did that? House cured people with Addison's on the show, says Gnome Hunter, who's 19 years old, going on 20. That's all I know about it. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't believe in autoimmune diseases. Why would you have an autoimmune disease? People have diseases that are caused by high carbs, toxic seed oils, chemicals, all sorts of things. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. Welcome back. Andrea Blake is also back. Hey, my dish is Irish. My da is Irish. My dish is Irish. My da is Irish. God bless the Irish. God bless the Irish. Yeah, not all the Irish, but God bless them. Yeah, God bless them. They're fighting for our nation. It was really odd, says Steve Pirate. Well, what do you think it was? Anyway, can you make a complaint? Sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. Is somebody watching your videotape and talking over it? Yes, it's very scary because you don't know what it is. You don't know what causes these problems, Lucy. It's Lucy's suggestion. Sounds like a horror movie. A Tears for Fears tape I once had got chewed up by my old VHS. I was very upset with that back then. Well, they used to chew up the tapes. They were plastic tapes running around. The young kids don't know how good stuff is. And so Andrea says hi to me. Hey, hi, Lewis. And I say, hey, hi, Andrea. Hello, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Andrea. What's the difference between Zelensky and Lewinsky? Russ asks. One got a mouthful and the other got a faceful in the Oval Office. One got a mouthful and the other got a faceful. Okay. I don't get the joke, really, but I could see it could be a joke. Indeed, one of the Gnome Hunter says, one of the best. I've only seen season 1. You're talking about House. I've only seen season 1 and 1 to 3 on 2 different occasions. Season 1 and 1 to 3 on different cases. I found at CEX. So you're saying you're not an addict, but you like it. You like it. And I love CEX. I don't buy any tapes anymore. You don't need to. You don't need to. Ireland is in trouble. What the hell is going on there? I don't know. Andrea Blake says, hi, Lewis. Okay, I'm saying hello again. I don't know whether we want to discuss what's in trouble there. We could discuss that tomorrow. Maybe we should discuss it. It was a bit weird that I could hear them, hear, H-E-A-R, but okay. They sounded young. Maybe I'll ask YouTube about it. Yeah, maybe. What did they say? Did they say nice things about it? I bought them back in 2012. Brilliant. That was the end. That's when Blockbusters closed. I was just watching a show about Blockbusters today. It said the Blockbusters made money on the late fees. That's what they were interested in, the late fees. Yes, I remember Clinton and Lewinsky. I do remember that. Of course, I remember that. She got her mouth filled, I guess, and Zelensky got a face full of what? What did he get a face full of? By Joe Biden, because Joe Biden was using them and taking his money. Anyway, that is not what I have written at all. Laugh out loud. I have seen the entire show twice and watch compilations of it daily. You are addicted. Okay, well, I do appreciate you coming back to me and making sure that I understand the story. Because otherwise Lucy's going to say I'm an idiot. And maybe I am. Okay, we are all in trouble, Andrea, on these septic aisles. Yeah. I saw Sinn Féin with Joe Biden. I thought, what the hell is going on? F Joe Biden. Yes, what the hell is going on? Yes. What the hell is going on in this country? What's going on in America, too? Blockbusters could have brought Netflix, and they turned it down. The reason they didn't buy Netflix was because they were making money on late charges, and they owned all of these. I don't know. This is what it was said on the show, because they could have bought it for like next to nothing. But how do you know something's going to be good? You could have bought it for next to nothing. It was publicly traded. You could have bought stock in it before it went big time. So we all make mistakes. Steve Pirate. This is what Steve Pirate has to say. They were trying to work out what it was. It was a silly video of the sea at night at a place called Bracelet Bay. Nothing controversial. And they were talking, and what were they saying? So they was many years ago, I went to Blockbuster and said, I want to rent Batman Forever. And she said, I'm sorry, but you must return it tomorrow. Okay, that's the kind of that's the perfect joke for the late night stream. Am I right? Is it? I think it's the perfect show. Here, not here. Sorry, order correct, not me. I'm a scholar. Well, you did correct it, Steve, and I do appreciate that. We have to set a good example to everybody. Do we not have to set a good example? How do you know I haven't brought the stock in Netflix, Mark Therosian? Okay, I didn't know that, actually. Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe you did. You probably didn't, but maybe you did. Because you're too young. 12 years, that's 15, 13 years ago. Did you have any money to buy any stock? Who buys stock when they're young, except for Warren Buffett? No one buys stock when they're young. I was watching a live stream from Michigan, really. Trump needs to send in ICE. Yeah, to the whole country, yeah. To the whole country. Send them in. Send them in. Send them in. Let's send them in. Let's see what that is. Send in ICE. I'm in favor of ICE. I'm in favor of ICE. What did you notice about it, Ruben? What did you notice? Everybody, while Ruben is writing this answer down, what he noticed about city of Dearborn, could you please like and maybe, I don't know if Kermit is still around, perhaps. If not, you go to Ko-fi, Kofi, and make a small contribution at Lewis Schaffer, Ko-fi.com. Ice Baby, great song, and they screwed him over. And he's rich now. He's like super successful. Can I have a plea? A P? No, you have to pay attention to me every single second. Every single second, Lucy, please. What was I saying? What were we talking about? I forgot what what were we talking about? I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, go to Ko-fi or go to Patreon. And keep this stream going. It's not about me. Do you think I care about money? Do you think I do? I'm totally not interested. It has nothing to do. Anyway, you could go to Patreon or go to PayPal. Probably PayPal. What am I doing there? Am I not moving? I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Let's get back on track. Yeah, so we've got 14. About that. It's alarming that the Muslims have become the majority. Their attitude, spell check, their attitude is awful, yeah. Lewis, my daughter is 36, and she says she hates sex. What is wrong with our daughters? I'm 59, I love good sex. If you love sex, we'd love bad sex. Why only good sex? Do you love good sex or bad sex? Is your daughter married? Is she married? The town is all Muslim, that's right. Can I have an E? What is that about, Mr. McCuff, Mr. Steve Cuff? What's the difference between an illegal immigrant and a notebook? Okay, well, we read this before. We're not going to talk about that. At this point, we want to hear something that is actually news. Unfortunately, we already know that. Yeah, Kofi, Lewis, they take less from you. But it's only asking for £4 or something, or $3, which is what price of a drink. It's not that much, but it is nice. Whatever you want to give is nice, and I should pay attention to the people who've given money. There's so many of you have donated to this thing, and I want to thank you. And I know I'm not a grateful guy. I'm a bad guy. I'm not a good guy. Kofi takes less. Kofi takes less. So maybe that's the best way to go. I think the Patreon takes the most and PayPal takes medium amount, I'm guessing. One good day of sex, says Mark DeRosie, is better than a good day at the office. A bad day of sex is better than a good day is still better than a good day at the office. No. Well, yeah, yes. If you're willingly, what is it? Why would you have? I don't know. It means you're forced to have sex, which is not right. Mark DeRosian. A bad day of sex. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I know what you're getting at. Doesn't make sense. Lewis, I'm still a bit pissed tonight. I love it. What does that mean, pissed? Does that mean angry, or does it mean a bit drunk? I guess we're in England. We'll have to say that it means a bit drunk. A bit drunk. A good day of sex is better than a good day at the office. Who can have sex for a day? Who can have sex for a day? I mean, I'm getting better now. I mean, I'm not even that sex oriented. I'm more sex oriented. I'm more appreciative. Who is having sex all flipping day? Exactly. Mark DeRosian is suggesting he is. But, I mean, you can if you're taking some kind of medication that makes you enjoy that. I don't know. It's a really good question. It sounds like a very long time. Very, very long time. I mean, I could try to have sex for a day. I have done that where I've actually tried to get a girl to do that. Mark DeRosian, yeah, you can't. He can't have sex all day. Maniacs are into that. Ruben says, McCuff was around when they first came out. Wonderful drug, best ever. What are we talking about? Gnome Hunter, who's also called Blackadder, wouldn't put it past Mark to be doing that, but I can't say I'd like to bask in the glory, laugh out loud, in that glory of having sex all day. They were always making Bob wholeness for one. I don't understand that one either. I can't have sex all day. I have stocks to buy and this stream to watch. Yes. Well, what is tantric sex? I never understood what that meant. I guess it meant, I don't know what it meant. It meant just torturing yourself. I remember the students always had a giggle. Tantric sex is beef stock, chicken stock. I'm now lost. I'm lost that we're discussing this with Lucy. What is tantric sex? Tantric sex is with Sting. And Sting's getting a bad reputation. Well, I don't even know why he is, but he was explaining what he did with his girlfriend, where they would lie in bed all day. I mean, that's not sex. Because for men, maybe it's sex for women, that a woman could lie in bed and she can have an orgasm, and then she could have another one and another one. But men, I don't think men can do that. At least I can't do that. Did I really pay for sex? I would beg for sex. I wouldn't pay for sex. but I would pay for. I'm not going to admit whatever I've done that's against the law and against God's law. But I have begged for sex. I've pleaded women to have sex with me. Basically, I'm sure that the lady or the guy wouldn't mind this being on in the background. I went into a sex shop the other day and asked if they had any blow up dolls. The man told me they, the nurse's uniform doll, they had the nurse's uniform doll, police woman uniform, and ISIS doll. He said the ISIS. Okay, okay. Well, can we not tell those kind of jokes right now? We're being diversionary. The Late Show is diversionary. That's what this is all about. Uh, no, no. Is that a real question? I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. Can we not? We're not making any jokes like that. We can make jokes like that at 5 o'clock. It's 10:30. We've got to go to sleep after this. Maybe we don't have to. It's a Hindu Buddhist thing, slow and meditative, about making spiritual connections. Yeah, maybe that's right. I mean, I know that as soon as I reach climax, I think of murder. I think of murder. Okay. Uh, Mark Therosian said, "There's no guy. I'm the only guy involved." I knew there was something was left out there. I'm a great salesman. I could talk anyone into anything apart from women into bed. I can't do that. Well, you can't talk. Once you start talking, you can't talk. You can't talk. A girl wants to either want to be with you or they don't want to be with you. My friend Dan had the best line. Dan Natterman, very famous comedian in America. He would say, "Would it kill you to do? Would it kill you to do me? That would it kill you to f me?" He would say that. Would it kill you? Would it kill you? Can you just throw me like what I always say, throw me a bone? Would it kill you to throw me a bone? Okay. Tantric sex, according to Darklands, is some type of spiritual enlightening sex. It all sounds a bit weird to me. That's what makes it so good, basically. It's when it's spiritual, I guess. It's not just, I mean, what it is it's thought of by a man to make a woman happy, I would say. Because a woman goes, why does a man just have to, why do they, that's what a man does. That was one of the first jokes I told. I don't know. I think I thought of it myself, but it's probably an old joke. Two people having sex is a twosome. Three people is a threesome. You are a handsome. That's also an old joke. Steve, Mr. Cuff. Steve, Mr. Cuff. 180. Kerry Mack is here. We're talking about sex. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late, but I hope all is well with you. And you too, Lewis. All is well with me. Things are going very, very well. Lucy liked Cuff's joke. It's like having sex with a Hare Krishna. Tantric sex. Mark the Rosian said, that's funny, Cuff. Very fun. It is funny. I'll read it again. It's funny. Two people having sex is a twosome. Three people is a threesome. And you, Lewis, or whatever, is a handsome. Is a handsome. I never heard that joke before, but it could be a joke. It very well could be a joke. It very well could be a joke. Well, now Hunter Gnome says, well, if words fall, I'm sure those guns can do the job. If words fail, fail, I'm sure those guns can do the job. For a public record, I'm not reading the whole thing. We've got to remember. I don't know. I've heard of tantric Buddhism, but not tantric sex. Sounds absurd. Google Sting, the singer Sting. You are handsome. I hope you're talking to me, Lucy. I hope you're talking to me. And I don't even know if you are, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. And thank you very much. Lucy says I'm handsome. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Um, I appreciate that a lot. So, what's going on? Handsome or handful? I'm you is a handsome. Oh, so I'm not, you are a handsome. So she wasn't saying that. I thought she was saying it about me and I was being all coy and shit. Oh, shit. That's really embarrassing. You are a handsome. I know it was a joke about it. I think it was a masturbation joke. I think it was. And Mark Therosian writes, handsome or handful? Eyes are batting now. Little Lewis needs to go to Betty Buys. Well, we're almost done with our show in about 5-10 minutes. Would you like me to sing you a lullaby? I would like that. Actually, I do like that. I would like that a lot. I wouldn't risk Googling X and Sting. Yeah, how about Google Tantric and Sting? Why don't I Google that? Hey, Marianne, we're here. Joke, I'm tired of all this sex on the television. I mean, I keep falling off. That's another joke. Okay. So we're gonna Google this for you guys. Are you ready, everyone? Are you ready? Are you ready? 'Cause here I come. Are you ready? Tantric. Sex, tantric. We'll just do tantric. Sting. This is 19. Oh, okay. This is. Did. What is. What is tantric sting? Refers to Sting's public statements about the use of tantric sex practices with his wife, Trudy Stylers. In a 1990s interview, Sting and his wife mentioned tantric sex as a way to achieve spiritual connections and prolong sexual activity through techniques like deep breathing and intimacy before sex, while a humorous comment about a 7-hour session was made in jest. Both have since confirmed the practice spiritual and healthy aspects. Well, and they're still married, and that's what, are they still married? Is Sting still married to Trudy Styler? Yes. 1992, 33 years. Oh my God. Oh my, and they dated for 10 years. So they've been together. They've been together for 43 years. They share 4 children. What about Sting's first wife? Let's find out about. I don't know whether I can't tell if you're interested in this. He was born in Trudy was born in Bromsgrove, but it doesn't even mention Sting here. Mentions Sting, and so early life, marriage. Let's find out about marriage. He was never called Gordon. You could shout Gordon in the street and I would just move out of your way. His name is not legally changed. It's called Gordon. He wants to be called Sting. Let him call him Sting. I'm thinking about changing my name. Was he married before? Let's see if he was married. What do you think? This is too long. I'm going to have to check. Was Sting married before he married Trudy Styler? And the answer is yes. He was married to Frances Tomaley. His marriage lasted 7 or 8 years. The couple had 2 children together before divorcing. I mean, that's like really sad. It's really sad. I'm against divorce. I think it should be illegal. It should be illegal unless the girls got really big. It should be illegal. What do you think? Should divorce be? We're not going to discuss divorce. It's one of those subjects. So thank you for that joke, Marianne. It's a very old joke, but it's still a joke. We do appreciate it. Andrea's in bed now. Lewis and friends, wishing you all a good night and may God bless you all. Okay, Andrea, we're gonna have to end the show. We're gonna say good night to everybody right now. Can we do this, people? Can we? Can we, Andrea? And I love you, Andrea. Please, in the future, don't say goodbye because it just makes me sad. It makes me sad when you say, but please say hello. Everybody say hello. Don't say goodbye. Please say hello, Lewis. That information would have been on the wouldn't have been on the wiki page you just left. What information about tantric sex or about being married or about what would have been? Would have been. It would have been on. Yeah, it would have been. But it's a lot. I don't know. It's easier for me to just ask a question. It's a quite a my wheel. What my mouse wheel doesn't work as well as it used to work. It doesn't work that great. Carrie is happy birthday today. I think it's today for Carrie. Happy birthday today, and tomorrow is Joe's birthday. And there's my other son comes in. Hold on. Coming. I gotta unlock the door. That's not me. All right. Thank you very much. How are you? How was work? You okay? All right. Pleasant boy. About his previous wife. It would have been there. Okay. You want me to check to see? Of course it was. It might have been there. Would have been there. I don't like to use Wikipedia. I like Wikipedia, even though I know it's like the New York Times. It's the devil. Wikipedia. What do they say about me? My thing is getting shorter and shorter. Write something nice on the Wikipedia page. What is it now? What is it now? Gnome Hunter. But with the last name Raleigh, so people think I'm a noble. Raleigh. So that people think I'm a noble. I'm a noble. Lewis, is it true that you were the first American to pronounce Worcester correctly? I mean, it's not that Americans can't pronounce it correctly. His British spelling is effed. It's effed. Say you're sorry. I know you're in Thailand, but you say you're sorry for the English people. My thing is getting, I don't know. This thing is getting shorter. No, it's the other one. It's son number one. It's son number one. We live in a tiny little home with three boys. The place is relatively clean, considering there are three boys. I saw a video. I spent a lot of time watching videos. But I saw a video which showed a woman who had stolen £2 million from her company. She was an accountant or something. Maybe she wasn't even an accountant, a bookkeeper. She stole $2 million, and the police came to knock on her door to arrest her, to search the house. They had a warrant to search the house. And they went into her house, and her house had 2 or 3, 5 feet of stuff that the woman had bought. Just so much stuff. It was a hoarder. I'm obsessed with hoarding too. British spelling. You could always invent your own language. America takes things and we make it better. Then we take the cup of coffee or the pizza. It's right there in the sidebar, Lucy. Okay, let me check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's go back to Sting. We're going to go back to Sting, Wikipedia, and see what it says. Sting, because I've been told I've got 5 minutes that I have to be on the air, even though I want to go home and go to bed. I am home, and I don't want to go to bed, but okay, on the sidebar, solo debut, where does it say on the sidebar? Early life? I don't see where it says he was married. Where does it say? Oh, here. It could be over here on the right. On the right, not on the left. He has two spouses, Frances Tomeley. She's an actress. She's 77 years old. Born in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Okay. Dad was an actor too. Oh, look at his dad. His dad looks like my dad a bit, kind of. But he has that shocked Irish look. Was an actor, playwright, novelist. He worked in film, television, radio, and on the stage. Lucy, you're Northern Irish. Have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard of Frances Tomelty, or the daughter, or the son, or the father, Joseph Tomelty, and her son? She has a son who was 49 years old, Joe Sumner, fiction play and co-founder of Viclone, which made an app for recording video from multiple angles. Is he successful? I can't tell. It's Sting's son. He is the brother of Fuchsia Catherine and the half-brother of musician Elliot Sumner and the actress Mickey Sumner, who were Sting's kids. Thank you. You know what? Thank you, Lucy, for letting me look at this thing. Letting me look at this thing. Okay, let's get back on track. Okay, did you enjoy that? I don't know if you did. Alfie Cap is here. So was Carnegie conceived in the concert hall? I only asked because your middle name is Odeon. Yeah, it's like what they used to say about Brooklyn Beckham. And at the time Brooklyn Beckham was conceived, there were no hotels in Brooklyn, like none, like no hotels, like none, not like a hotel. You know, it was a total. Now it's like there are huge hotels and it's booming. But in 1990 and whenever Brooklyn was conceived, maybe in 2000, there was no hotel. Okay. Look to the right of your screen and press the dark option. Why? Is it too bright? Is it too bright? I got the dark. Okay, let's look here. The right of the screen. The right of the screen. Downloads, dark options. Dark options. I don't see that. Bookmarks and lists, downloads, histories, new window, new tab. Are you saying it's too bright? Is that what you're saying? Is it too bright? Okay, I can't see it there. So make sure you like the thing. The new people, make sure we like it. Joseph Tomelty was one of my favorite films. Hobson's Choice. Okay. That's very good, Lucy. I'd never even heard of that film. I know the concept of Hobson's Choice. It's whatever time you get in there, that's your horse. You don't have a choice. You can't pick a better horse, whatever the next horse is coming. Alfie Cap, can you do me a favor if you haven't done it already? Can you go to the on the screen and press the subscribe bell or the thumbs up, like the thing? Can we do that before we go? And we're going to say a prayer. We're going to say a prayer. I've cleared a few hoarders' houses. Sad state of affairs. Some families go through. That's right. That's why I'm trying to get rid of stuff here. I don't think I'm exactly a hoarder, but I mean, I am a hoarder. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I got too much stuff. I've got too much stuff. You know, but I think the natural state of affairs, as I've spoken before in the past, is hoarding. Okay, so we're going to say accent on the Tom. Joseph Tomelty. How would you pronounce it? Tomelty. What accent goes there? Yes, on the Wikipedia, if you're not sharing, don't worry about it. But on the Wikipedia page, it has a dark screen. I'm going to check without this thing. I'm going to the top. Oh, and the Wikipedia thing. Edit. Appearance. Could I do appearance? Color, automatically dark. Light, automatic, dark. Is it easier to see? Is that easier to see, everyone? Is that easier to see? This is Joe Sumner, who is the son of Sting. He's playing the musician like his dad. He's 48 years old. How can you be a rock star with a kid who's 48 years old? That's a bit old. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much. No, thank you, Blackadder. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. Bath, have you seen the Enigma channel, TV channel by Chris Everhard? No, I have not seen that. Bath. Okay. Well, we're running out of time. Can you come back and we discussed that a bit earlier? Because we've got only 4 minutes for me to thank everybody and for us to say a prayer. What prayer did you want me to say, people? What prayer? Okay. I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to say a prayer. Dear Lord, our God, your God, my God, I want to thank you for giving us life. I want to thank you for giving us the light of the day and the darkness of the night to see. I want to thank you for giving us the food that we eat. I want to thank you for giving us our families and our and our friends and the people that we love and that we care about. I want to thank you for that. And I'm praying to you to give us the strength to know what's best we can do to love our family and friends and the people around us, and to make the best that we can in this world, and to thank our new friends that we've made here at Lewis Schaffer Uncooked, Lewis Schaffer Nightstream, and on the internet and in life. And may you bless them with the continuation of food and health, and if they're not in health, please make them healthy. And blessed are the Lancastrian, Seller says. Okay, we can say that. And thank you for Bar for understanding that we will come back and we will discuss this. And dear Lord, please, if you can. Now this, I'm going to make a joke. I'm not whatever. So that's my prayer. Amen. Amen. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Please help our friends continue in good health, or to become in good health if they're not already in good health. Can we all go to can we all go to the bottom of the screen, of the YouTube screen, and like the stream? Very simple. Can we also press the alarm? It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Okay? Okay, so that's our thing. So I'm going to keep the stream going for a little bit. We've got 16. Can you please like the stream? It'd make me happy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. I'll show you the stream that I'm going to. Okay. And then I'm going to press on ending stream. Ending stream. Dear God, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Well, maybe you should have called him. Maybe you should have sent him a text message first. That's what you should always do, is always send a text message. Always send a test message, Lucy. Okay, that's been a show. I think this has been our best show. Maybe not, but it's one of our better ones. What? By the sword of St. Michael, we will win. We could say that too. We could say that too. Okay. That's what we can do. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lucy and Gnome. Thank you, Steve McCuff. Thank you, Baff. Thank you, Lucy. Did I say that already? Thank you, Tiger Fang and Trucker from Reno and MC Scott and Cellaire and Andrea and Alex and Mark Therosian. Thank you. How many times can I say thank you? Russ for all the jokes and Ruben for jokes too. And Gnome Hunter for being here. Joe, happy birthday tomorrow. Alex, everybody, if I've forgotten your name, stop me and say, Lewis, you forgot my name. Keith Bexley, fantastic. Hold on, just checking here. Darklands was here, brilliant. You've made me happy. You've given me purpose. You've given me something to do. I've enjoyed this. This is 160. Is this 161 days we've done this thing? 161. Come back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Come back tomorrow. We'll see you at 5 or 10:30, whatever time, or both times. Thank you, Kermit, for all the help you've given me. Joe, thank you, Joe, again. If I haven't mentioned your name, okay? And you've made a number 2. Lucy is a contributor. Yes, you are. You are a big, big contributor. And I appreciate that totally. Please call this show Lewis Schaffer's Fridge Side Chat. Okay, I will think about that. Maybe that's better. Lewis Schaffer's Fridge Side Chat. What do you think about that? We ain't stateside. We are fridge side. We're in the fridge, yeah. That's totally brilliant. Lewis Schaffer and his Frigidaires. Well, all the women I've ever hung out with have been very cold to me. Very cold. It's perfect. MC Scott's back. Good to see you. Thank you very much. We're going to see you later. We'll see you tomorrow. Lewis Schaffer's maybe I'll do that. You remind me tomorrow if I haven't done it. Okay. Brilliant. I love you. And Steve Pirate. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for letting me know. Anybody else I've forgotten about? I didn't see you there. Thank you for coming in, Steve. And thanks for participating. Thanks for chatting with us.